for the 10th time this season, and it's lights out and away we go. Marteau getting a very, very good start. Maruk falling down to Samuel Hermer already before we even get to turn 1. And of course you are allowed to overtake the driver in the opposite lane in front of you, but apart from that you cannot make any other overtakes, as Samuel Hermer and Jerome Langley now going side by side through turn 2. These two Brits need to be careful. It's the early stages. Don't make any stupid mistakes as they head now through turn 4. Just, I wouldn't expect him to make this kind of mistake.
I feel like he's missed a corner. Just missed the break point completely. Oh no, well he's missed a corner and then he's hit the bump and he's pretty much gave himself a small little bit of flight time. I think he's been dabbling in flight simulators, just trying to get his flight hours up.
But he has lost a lot of places. And Maruk has overtaken Marteau for the lead.
Yeah, Lucas Maruk, your new leader of the race, and that's kind of surprising. QTR Marteau last lap put in the fastest lap of the race, while Lucas Maruk was right there when he needed to be and makes the move for the lead. It was a very impressive recovery tonight.
it was spectacular. As he showed me the setup that he used, but speaking of the setup he's using, it's paying dividends right now as he's going into turn 1 slightly ahead of Maruk, but Maruk still has a little bit of car just there, but just has to back out of it. As
beautiful slide job.
I'm shocked. I thought people would be a little bit more conservative considering it's Zolder, but no, Soros trying to go for a move on Evan Way into the hairpin, but can't quite get it done. It is very difficult.
These are sim racers, baby. You think we're going to go safe for 1 lap? Yeah, 1 lap is just a little bit too much for us. When we get the green light, they're going to go. He's going to try to hold it around the outside. We're riding on board of Victor Bears right behind him. Ridgeway unfortunately couldn't get into the break zone, and out of nowhere, here comes Darren Rollinson picking up the pieces.
It's lap 7. It's lap 7, and we're getting.
And here comes Rollinson again. Rollinson gets a little bit loose and crashed right in front of the Ridgeway and Rollinson. And we got another crash in the hairpin, and more crashes in the chicane.
The mid-pack sort of 25th to 20th place, where everyone is still close together. But apart from that, the top 10 are separated by 17 seconds. As there goes Stu Milne. Reed Dennis on Stu Milne. So hopefully he'll be wanting to match that, as they're going to have to make their way through some lapped traffic now, as that's the 32 going off the track to avoid these guys. Very smart thinking there, as I was mentioning. Really difficult to overtake, let alone pass back markers, but Loido now eyeing up a chance. Ooh, just about keeps it off the track. And now Barcelota's going to have a go at Loido into turn 1, and he moves ahead.
Ooh, big slide. Cuts across the nose, slide job, pretty much dirt track racing right here at Zolder on the opposite side of the world. But he made that move work, even with the back end of that car all over the place. He still managed to hold it down. A beautiful move, and heads up driving by Alex Leto. He saw the car slide up, and he just probably backed out of it right there to keep that car alive and keep this race going. But it just looked like he just kept it in reverse for a while. Banging wheels and contact on the front straightaway. Bartolota and Glamcenter into the gravel, and that is a wheel missing for Max Bartolota. Christian Glamcenter and Max Bartolota contact heading into turn 1, banging on the straightaway, and that is 2 cars out of this race. And
I like the guys who started at the back are like, yes, as there's Simon Fessy going for a big send on.
Oh, he's made that work beautifully. That is a beautiful move right there on Luca Ferrari. Simon Fessy up in a 10th, and he gets 21 overtakes here today.
Going through turn 1, you can kind of slide the car about, and he'll be fine. Andy Flint trying to make his way past Richard Van Veen. Got pinched on the inside of turn 1. Richard has the inside line for turn 2. Just about going to stick ahead, but Andy Flint is coming back at him through turn 3 as they go side by side through turn 4. Andy is just going to edge ahead. Richard Van Veen does not want any piece of Andy Flint.
And, well, if even Formula 2 compared to Formula 3, that will be a huge ask as well. As this is Marcelo Kessler struggling, but round the outside of turn 1, Samuel Hermer with a beaut of a move.
You got to argue that Simon's going to make this pretty soon. Like now,
there we go.
into turn 1. up the inside.
But Ritters is right there holding around the outside. Steven Ritters proving it wrong. Keeping 9th place.
It was a flex in primary school, but I'm not sure Simon is going to be trying to do that right now. Is he going to go for a send into the
big
heaven?
send.
Yes, he is.
Oh, it's same opportunity as he did at Luca Ferrari, and he makes it stick, but Ritters is still there around the outside. He's got a front wing onto the inside right now. They're still side by side heading into that final alternate turn right there, and Ritters gives that spot to Simone Fessy. Fessy, that hairpin has got his name all over it. He's got 2 cars with it now, Luca Ferrari and Steven Ritters. Doesn't have to worry about that as Westman is right there with Lado holding around the outside. Can he try to do what Steven Ritters did? But unfortunately didn't have the line to make that work as Lado stays up there in 3rd. Well, probably heart in the mouth for Mo right there, but also look out behind him because chaos is happening between these 3 cars. We almost went 3 wide for a little bit as we go side by side heading to the chicane. Everyone's going to have to watch the breaking point. Look out behind him because that is Reed Dennis, the Texan. He wants to have a little bit of fun, as well as Chuck Morrow. He's also in there as well. We got a nice 4-car fight right now in the fight for 20th place here.
I cannot imagine how that must have made him feel. That was so close, but what is close right now is this battle, as Austin was kindly saying, the battle for 20th place between Stu, Milne, Wilkinson, Dennis and Morrow. Morrow trying to eye up Dennis in front of him. He now pulls to the outside. Not the ideal line to overtake through this corner. Reed Dennis doing some
Too much mustard for Chuck Morrow. I think Waze had a little bit of an incident and is just falling into Victor Barris's hand.
Yeah, I think this track is easy to make mistakes on, but it's the last lap, guys. Come on. I mean, it is. Oh, he goes over the curb.
Oh, over the curb, and that's a mistake by Way. Here goes Barris down towards the inside, and Barris up into 6th place.
Made a mistake beforehand, but Otto wins in Zolder. Getting redemption for last season. Congrats to him. Maruk getting his first podium of the season. Can Laredo hold on to get his first podium in
Yes,
8
he
months?
does.
He can.
And it is win number 36 for Q Thiago Marteau, as well as pole number 43. The most winningest driver in iGPFun. But
Lucas Maruk gets his first podium this season. The defending champ putting on a pretty good performance, all things considered. Laredo getting his first podium in a long time. Westman just missing out. Alistair Hay putting himself into the top 5. Good result for him. Victor Barris, then Evan Way, Pedro Soares, Simon Fessy. Very impressive result for him, coming in 9th place. Steven Riders in the top 10. And then Luca Varani, Andy Flint, Zoltan Zamota, Marcelo Kessler, Richard Van Veen.
Well, I would say Zolder is in the bag for all these drivers. Some of them had a good race. Some of them had a race to forget, but I'm pretty sure all of us here had a smile on our face at one point or another. This was a race of attrition for sure. Biggest mover was John McKenzie, up 24 spots. And our race winner for the 36th time, Q Thiago Marteau. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on iGPFun, here on Apex Racing TV. Thank you to VRS and SRP Sim Racing Pro for all your best sim racing needs. I've been joined by Aaron Smith with Samuli Kimo in the production booth. I'm Austin Knight, and I hope y'all have a good night.